Can I be honest with you? One of the most expensive habits I've ever had wasn't shopping. It wasn't eating out. It wasn't vacations. It wasn't comparison because comparison has a way of making perfectly good things suddenly feel inadequate. You can love your house until you see someone else's. You can love your car until your friend gets a newer one. You can love your handbag until social media shows you something better. And before you know it, you're spending money trying to keep up with people who aren't even thinking about you. I know because I've been there. And if you've ever bought something hoping it would make you feel more successful, this video is for you. When my husband and I graduated college, it felt like everyone was trying to prove they had made it. The bigger house, the newer vehicle, the nicer vacations, the designer items, it was everywhere. And I started getting caught up in it too. I remember loving nice bags. I still appreciate them and I still have a nice bag. But there were times I bought things because of how they made me look, not because I actually needed them. And the funny thing is, people notice for a moment. Oh my God, I love your bag. That's beautiful. Where did you get it? Then life moves on. That's it. And you're thinking about, why did I get this bag? It's a nice bag, but they cared for it for a couple of minutes and then they moved on. And they're thinking about their own problems again, but you're still paying for it. One of my favorite examples is when robot vacuums first became popular. Do you remember that? Everybody wanted one. They were expensive, and I thought, this is so cool. I need one. So we bought it. People came over. They were impressed. Everybody talked about it, and I felt good. I was like, yep, I don't have to vacuum anymore. I could just, push the button and the vacuum cleaner goes in and cleans up everything. And I felt so good for a little while. And then it stopped working properly. And guess what? I went right back to vacuuming. And that's when I realized something. Most purchases don't actually create lasting happiness, they create temporary excitement. And temporary excitement is expensive. Contentment is different. Contentment says, I can appreciate what others have without feeling like I need it too. That's freedom. Because when you stop competing, you stop chasing. And when you stop chasing, your finances start breathing again. Habit builder number one, start a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. I did this exercise through church and something amazing happened. My mindset started shifting. The Amazon cart, it got smaller. My wants became fewer. My appreciation grew because I was so grateful of what I had come from, what I had done, what God had blessed me with, my health, being able to breathe properly, being able to eat. Listen, there were points in my life where I couldn't even eat at all. And God helped me through that. And those small things are so huge. They seem small to some until you've gone through those. And it just made my appreciation grow because my appreciation grew. My contentment also became more aligned with my appreciation and my gratitude. Habit number 2, create a 48-hour waiting rule. So what that means is when you see something you want, wait 48 hours. No purchase, no checkout, just wait. And then you'll be shocked. I've done this and I do this constantly now. Is if I see something I like, I'll just save it or like it. And you'll be shocked how many things you lose that appeal after 2 days. You look at it, the first day it's just like, oh, I gotta get it. But then you're like, wait, let me look at it. Do I really need it? The next day you're thinking, okay, it looked nice yesterday, but now I'm looking at the reviews. I don't know. Anyone else? You've been through that. And your emotions start to change. You have a different reaction, and then you're all, you know what? Do I want to spend that? I can use that money somewhere else. I'll wait on it. And then you don't get it. And then eventually your emotional reactions start to change, and time helps reveal the difference. If you're realizing that comparison may be costing you more money than you thought, make sure you check out my free training below where I share how we started building a more intentional financial life. It's down in the link and feel free to watch it after this video. 1 Timothy 6:6 says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. Think about that. Not more stuff, not more upgrades, not more impressing people, but contentment. The Bible calls that gain. And the older I get, the more I understand why, because contentment creates peace. I feel so peaceful. I don't have to please nobody. I'm content with what I have. My 12-year-old car, it functions. It gets me where I need to go. She is a beauty and I am happy. So I feel very content. And I hope you also at some point start to feel content about the things that you have. Show up for them, be nice and cover them, protect them, make them beautiful for you. And that contentment, when you have that contentment, you start to create peace and you feel peaceful about things and you're not stressed about money. The goal isn't to have the nicest things, right? Listen, I'm not saying don't have nice things, have some nice things. But I think the goal for you is to build a life that you genuinely enjoy, that a life that honors God, a life that supports your family, a life that brings peace. And comparison will always try to steal that from you. So stop competing and start appreciating and watch how much lighter it feels. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.